Hey guys, my name is Zidan Ramadhan, and I'm going to do project one of Intro to Literature. And today I'm gonna explain the power of narrative imagery and plot twist. Okay, introduction. Literature is rich with the devices that engage readers. Among these, imagery and plot twists stand out as powerful tools that enhance the narrative. We will define both concepts, see them in action, and analyze their impact. Okay, defining imagery and its types, unpacking the plot twist, analyzing impact with literary examples, understanding their combined significance. What is imagery? Imagery is the use of descriptive language to evoke strong mental images that appeal to our five senses. It's how authors show instead of just tell, creating a more immersive and emotionally connected experience for the readers. Visual imagery appeals to the sense of sight, auditory imagery appeals to the sense of sound, gustatory imagery appeals to the sense of taste, olfactory imagery appeals to the sense of smell, tactile imagery appeals to the sense of touch. Okay, imagery in action was word. The first in I Wander Alone as a Cloud, William Wordsworth, described a field of daffodils. They stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay, 10,000 I saw at a glance. Otherwise, the powerful imagery here doesn't just paint a picture of flowers. It uses words like never-ending and sprightly dance to invoke a feeling of immense joy and vibrant living movement. Okay, imagery in action, The Great Gatsby. The scene Scott Fitzgerald used imagery to depict the opulence and underlying despair of the Jazz Age. In its blue gardens, men and girls came and went like moths among the whispering and the champagne and the stars. Analysis this vivid image symbolizes both dazzling allure of Gatsby world and the fleeting transient nature of its inhabitants. It reflects the core themes of the American dream and its inherent disillusionment. Alright. What is a plot twist? A plot twist is an unexpected development in narrative that radically changes the direction or outcome of the story. It is designed to surprise the reader, forcing them to re-evaluate everything they thought they knew about the plot and the characters. Okay, a sample of masterful plot twist is from classic Othello. The audience for Othello's tragic downfall manipulated by his friend Iago. The twist is the final shocking revelation of Iago's pure, inadulterated villainy, recontextualizing the entire play. For the modern one, Gardner, Gillian Flynn leads the reader to believe Nick Dunn is a murderer. The stunning twist revealed that his victim wife, Amy, has ridiculously orchestrates her own disappearance to frame him. Okay, significance of a plot twist. Plot twists are significant because they challenge a reader's assumption, creating deep engagement and encouraging a reassessment of the narrative. In Ganger, the twist does more than just surprise, it serves thematic purpose. It serves to critique the influence and sensationalism of mass media, societal perceptions, and expectation of marriage, the facade of public personas versus private reality. Okay. Synergy when both devices work together. The most powerful story often used both imagery and practice to create a layered experience. Imagery builds the world and the mood, while plot twists shadow our understanding of the world. Combined impact. George Orwell's 1984 oppressive imagery overused stark, powerful imagery to depict oppressive, grey, and constantly watched atmosphere of Oceania. This evokes feeling of fear and claustrophobia in the reader. The final twist, the plot twist isn't surprising, but the protagonist, Winston, ultimate complete betrayal of his love, Julia. This shocking turn underscores the novel's true horror, totalitarianism power to destroy human relationships and the individual souls. The conclusion of this PowerPoint, the beyond plot and characters, imagery enrich the reading experience by engaging our sense, while plot twists challenge and surprise us, deepening our understanding. Through their effective use, audio creates literature that resonates on multiple levels. Not for literature enthusiasts, paying attention to this element will enhance your appreciation of any stories. Great narrative are built not just on what happens, but on the ability to evoke vivid experience and challenge our perception. And here's the reference for you guys if you want. And next, I'm going to tell you guys about poetry analysis from Robert Frost. An exploration of life, choice, and nature to the works of an American literary giant. Who was Robert Frost? Robert Frost was an influential American poet celebrated for his profound reflection on nature, intricate use of symbolism, and vivid depiction of rural life. His work not only captures the beauty of the New England countryside, but also dives into the social and historical context of early 20th century America. Reflecting his own biographical experience as a farmer and teacher, known for realistic depiction of rural life, master of symbolism and metaphorical language, work reflects personal and historical context, focus on themes of nature, choice, and the human condition. A tale of three poems. We will explore three of Frost's most iconic poems, each offering a unique window into his perspective on the world. Out a stark reflection on the fragility of life and the sudden loss of innocence set against the backdrop of a world at war. Stopping by woods on a snowy evening, a serene moment of pause and contemplation, exploring the allure of nature versus the demands of life. The road not taken, a powerful metaphor for choice, individuality, and the lasting impact of the decision we make. Out 1916, The Fragility of Life, context and symbolism. Historical context written during World War One, reflecting an era of societal upheaval and lost innocence. The buzzsaw symbolized the menacing and inevitable dangers of a harsh, unforgiving war. The accident represents the suddenness of death and the fragility of youth in the face of adult responsibilities. Stopping by Woods, the 1923, The Aurora of Nature. Context and symbolism. Historical context. In a post-World War One era, many sought solace and escape in nature. The woods symbolize the beauty and tranquility of nature, but also the temptation to escape from life's obligation. Imagery was used vivid description of snow and silence to create an atmosphere of deep peace and contemplation. Like route not taken in 1916, Wake of Choice. Context and symbolism. Historical context reflect the challenge of individuality in a rapidly changing modern society. The fork in the road, a powerful and universal symbol for the crossroads we face in life. The choice represents the profound enduring impact of our decision and the path of individuality. First is poetic toolbox comparison. First masterfully use symbols and imagery to build distinct moods and explore profound themes. Like this one, out and out central symbol, the basal, tense, stark, visual fragility of life, and many more. Enduring legacy of Robert Frost. Through his intricate use of extrinsic elements, the powerful symbols and vivid imagery, Robert Frost crafts poems that resonate deeply with universal themes. Each poem is a testament to his mastery of language and his profound understanding of the human condition, inviting readers to reflect on their own life, choice, and connection to the natural world. Okay, the last one I'm gonna tell you about short story analysis. The Lottery by Shirley Jackson. Intrinsic elements, the plot structure. Shirley Jackson is the lottery follows classical 5-part plot structure, masterfully building tension towards a shocking conclusion. Like example, exposition. The story begins on a clear sunny June day in small idyllic town. Villager gathers on for an annual ritual, establishing an atmosphere of normalcy and anticipation. Rising action, tension builds as the lottery begins. Hint of the unease appears with the character like Old Man Warner, revealing the tradition's deep, unquestioned roots, and others showing anxiety. Climax is the shocking peak occurs when Stacey Hutchison discovers she has won the lottery. Her frantic protest isn't fair. It isn't like highlight the story brutal theme. Following action, the townspeople, once her neighbor and friends, swiftly turn on Stacey and community's curiosity. From camaraderie to violence exemplifies the ritual's dark nature. The solution. The story concludes with the horrifying stunning of Stacey, a grim combination that critiques blind ritualism and the loss of individuality to societal pressure. Alright. Interesting elements character analyze. Tessie Hutchison, the protagonist who transforms from a carefree, joking villager to a desperate victim. Her fate reveals the human cost of the community cruel's tradition. Old Man Warner, a staunch traditionalist who embodies resistance to change and blind adherence to customs. He champions the lottery, highlighting the danger of unquestioning conformity. The Villagers, a collective character representing a societal pressure and mob mentality. Their casual acceptance and participation in violence serve as a disturbing commentary on human nature. Alright, Intrinsic elements, historical and cultural context. Published in 1948, the story's themes resonate deeply with its post-war context and timeless cultural phenomena. Post-World War II America, the story emerged in a time of societal conformity and returned a traditional value. Thus, it critiques the unquestioning acceptance of norms, echoing the historical backdrop of McGardism and the fear of dissent. The violent conclusion is a metaphor for the dangers of blind adherence to ideology. Cultural parallels. The lottery mirrors age-old tradition of scapegoating and communal violence found in various societies. Jackson used this setting to question the morality of such practice and the human tendency to dehumanize those labeled as other for the perceived good of the community. A chilling retelling. On a sunny June morning, villagers in a small town gather for their annual lottery. The mood is deceptively festive as slips of paper are drawn from the old black box. A sense of foreboding grows. When Tessie Hutchison is revealed as the winner, her protests against the unfairness are ignored. The atmosphere turns sinister as the villagers, including her own family, turn on her. They collect stones, and despite her pleas, Tessie is brutally stoned to death. The story forced a confrontation with the dark side of human nature and the perils of perpetuating violence in the name of tradition. In conclusion, the enduring warning of the lottery. The lottery serves as a powerful allegory, using a seemingly civilized community to expose the darkness that can lie beneath the surface of tradition. Its central themes remain profoundly relevant today. Key themes explore the danger of blindly following tradition, questioning rituals that are followed simply because they have always been done. The thin veneer of civilization, how quickly societal norms can crumble, revealing the capacity of violence, the peril, conformity, and mob mentality, the loss of individual consequence when absorbed into the group, scapegoating and dehumanization, the tendency to single out an individual to bear the community's sins. Alright, that's for today, and thank you guys.